x squared equals large N. Now pay attention because this is important. Before we dive into which quadratic equation
I think I'm in love.
Did he forget the names just like Steve Harvey? Tell Adidas that we need $1 million in production.
Jimmy McNamara. Whoop to season 1, episode 3 of Death Note. Last we saw L was introduced in spectacular fashion. Not only proving that light could kill people without making physical contact, but proving that he couldn't kill him for some reason. Interesting. Light was not pleased. The battle is on. The chess game begins. Let's get into it.
Concerning L's request that we investigate the time of death for each victim, we found that all of them occurred between the hours of 4 p.m. and 2 a.m. on weekdays, local time, with 68% of them occurring between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. Weekends and holidays appear to be the exception to this rule, as the times of death vary much more widely.
Fuck, the student.
That information is extremely relevant for us. It suggests that given the times of death, our suspect could very well be a student.
We've observed a dramatic decrease in the number of violent crimes committed. Hey, glad you could join us for dinner. You hungry, Dad?
Yeah, it's been a long day. So, Light, tell me, how are your studies going?
If I write heart attack as the cause of death, then I should be able to write down all the details, including time of death afterwards, shouldn't I? Looks like I'll be able to provide you with more entertainment now.
This motherfucker! I like it. I love it. But Light is not Light. L's gotta be able to put together that fucking it changed immediately after they suspected a student. This is gonna be fun, man.
It does appear less likely now that Kira is a student, but that's not the message he's sending by doing this. Ask yourselves why every hour, and why are all these victims in prisons where they are sure to be discovered immediately? Why not other criminals like before? I believe Kira is telling us that not only can he kill from a distance, but he can also determine the time of death.
As soon as we began to suspect that Kira might be a student, the pacing of the killings changed, as if to contradict that theory. Coincidence? No. Too convenient. This can only mean that Kira has access to police information. It's obvious now. This is a direct challenge to me. I'd say L is probably starting to sweat a little by now. What'll really make his if L's as good as they say, by now he should be starting to suspect someone with connections to the police. So Kira has found a way to obtain... When L discovers that I'm somehow getting confidential information, he'll be obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak. When that happens, it'll only be a matter of time before the police start resenting L. I'm not the one who's going to find out. I can let the police do that for me. And when they do, that's when I'll eliminate him.
This little motherfucker. Yeah. Fucking Sherlock and Moriarty, man.
Unlike some of them know, we're out there investigating this case wearing police IDs with our names and photos on them. Anybody with a computer can find out who we are. We don't hide our faces, we're out in the open.
Sir, the truth is we could be killed by Kira at any time.
For these reasons, we refuse to continue working this case. Excuse us, Chief.
Hey, stop! All of you! Hold it right there!
X squared equals large N. Now pay attention because this is important. Before we dive into which quadratic equations we have to
I think I'm in love.
The only reason I'm going to tell you this is because personally it's starting to creep me out.
Spit it out!
Point already. You're being followed by another human. He's watching you right now. His name. Once I figure that out, I can get rid of him for good. Light.
Shinigami drops his death note and a human picks it up, he can grant that human the eyes of a Shinigami. But only if a deal is made, one that's been with us since ancient times.
And what's the deal?
The price for having a Shinigami's eyes is half of that person's remaining lifespan.
Wow.
That's all it is.
Half of my remaining lifespan.
Yeah. In other words,
If I had that power, the Death Note would only be easier to use.
so what'll it be, Light? Is it a deal?
You can't kill this fucking guy. Just from a strategic perspective, you can't kill him. It's dangerous to have him walking around behind you, obviously, but you can't murder him. You can't. It's too risky. The guy that was following you dies. Your dad is a cop, the cop, fucking Asian Jim Gordon, and now the fucking cop that was assigned to you is dead, or the FBI agent, or whoever. And it's gonna cost you half your lifespan. Just no. Oh, Light. As most of you know, I'm a chess guy, I'm a detective guy, I'm a back and forth guy, puzzles, and this is right up my alley. You were not bullshitting. Again, my favorite episode. That's 2 in a row now. Well, I guess 3, since the first episode would have to be my favorite episode. Lots of things up in the air, lots of things juggling. That reveal at the end about the eyes and lifespan. His dad being the lead investigator. L putting some things together. Light reacting to that. L reacting to that. But Light knew he would react to that. That was the whole point. We got to get the cops and L against each other here. Those cops retiring because fuck that. Move me off this case or I'm out of here because I'm not going to be Death Note murdered. Can't blame him, by the way. Usually I call people like that cowards, but motherfucker that can kill you without hand-to-hand combat, without a gun, without any... Oh no. While you get to hide behind a computer, I'll pass on that. I'll pass on that right now. Anyway, post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe.